morning and hello, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review for Wednesday the 24th of August 2022. Nothing to review for yesterday, but so we can get straight into today's racing for, say, Wednesday the 24th. We've got no filter 1, shell structure filter, no ratio filter. We do have an alternate. We're on the jumps today at Sedgefield, National Hunt 550. It's a handicap hurdle, class 3, 4-year-old plus 0 to 125, 2 mile 3188 yards, good. So basically 2.5 miles. Right. There's 4 in this race. What do we know? And by the way, the account's static as we had no bets yesterday at plus 71.32 units in profit. So let's have a quick look at what's going on with this race then. Well, so there's 4 in it. The one we like is this Imperial Elysian, number 1. And what do we like about that horse and what do we know about it? Well, it's an 8-year-old. It fell last time out after a 2-year break. Now, previous to that, it won at Kempton on the 7th of the 2nd, 2020. That was a handicap hurdle, 2 mile 5 good to soft. That was a decent performance. Then it went to Cheltenham, 23rd of the 10th. Again 2020, so 2 years ago, and that was a handicap hurdle, 2 mile 5 good. That was a decent race and it ran very well there if you watched the replay, and that was quite a classy little race that. So and then it had a 629 day break for whatever reason, and then it came out of Worcester on the 14th of July this year, handicap hurdle, 2 mile 4 good, and that was run at a fast pace. And it fell 2 out. Now, if you watch that replay, that horse clearly is a decent horse. The likelihood it was a bit ring rusty after having 2 years off the track, and it wasn't really pressured as such. It was just starting to move up, so it probably got tired and then crashed and burned. So that's the story with that horse. So anyway, we've managed to get £2 per £8 units on it for win at 7 to 2, 3.5 to 1, giving us exposure on our £8 unit of 0.25. Now this type of bet, it's a single win. In forex terms, we'd be calling it. We'd be saying we're going long Imperial Elysian. On a naked call basically, and before you get horrified, what does a naked call mean? Well, it doesn't mean taking your clothes off. It just means that you're not hedged. You're long in that you expect something to happen and go your way, and you've got no fallback positions. So that's what we're doing. But to bring it back to horse racing, basically we've done a win bet at 0.25 of a unit per £8 multiples. So that we're operating on roughly 100 times this. So we've put on about £200 on this horse. So that's where we are. Right. What about the other 3 then? So this Finnisk River number 2. Basically 9-year-old. We don't think it's good enough. It's not been batting in the same sort of sphere as our horse, so we can give that a chop. And then this Presenting Pete, also it's a 5-year-old. We also don't think that's good enough. Likewise, similar reasons. And then it's just number 4, Iolani. What do we know about that? It's been messing about between flat and hurdles. It's been in amateur, pro-am amateur races, and performed mediocre in that, knocking around the sort of mid-70s on the flat and getting stuffed in that. No, we just don't think it's good enough. So clearly the class horse here is Imperial Elysian. It's obviously had issues because it's had 2 years off and then it fell. So assuming it's not going to have a rerun of that problem, then it looks pretty good. So we've tempered the stakes a little bit. We won't go higher than an exposure of a quarter per unit, and we're not able to hedge it into anything else because, quite frankly, the other 3 are not in that league. So it'll either win or it'll do something peculiar. So that's where we are with that horse. So Yeah, so we'll review that tomorrow and hopefully we'll have a good result. So thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, and goodbye.